My name is Graham Cook. I'm the Group Head of Digital Operations at the Thomas Cook Group. What that effectively means is, working for the CEO, I am responsible for making sure we deliver our digital solutions, our digital strategy and digital platforms across all of our markets. That could be web, it could be through the desktop, it could be through mobile, or it could be through the tablet. Customer experience is critically important for us at Thomas Cook, and we have a mantra within the company called Customer at our Heart, which drives all of our activity. It looks at our processes and developments. It could be around trying to remove difficulties or problem areas for the customers, trying to make it simpler for them, or it could be about wowing them. Examples of that where we use digital as a vehicle for achieving that could be around our email activity or our CRM activity, or looking for a wow factor to try and give that extra incremental value to the customer. Could be things like virtual reality or drone videos to improve the content, allow the customers to better experience our holidays that we're selling them. So the major areas of investment that we have within Thomas Cook at the moment is around our digital platform that we are making available to all of our markets. Really behind that is creating the opportunity for our customers to buy consistently the best-in-class experience across all our channels to market. So clearly desktop has historically been an area of focus, the core web journey. However, what we're definitely seeing is a massive growth in activity. A couple of years ago it was around tablet, now it's around mobility. And so we're investing in making sure all of our platform developments are suitable across whatever device the customer wants to access us, but also increasingly around mobile apps as well. So driving that incremental value for the customer when they're in trip. We've always in the past very much been focused on helping the customer to make their acquisition, make their purchase and actually buy the product. But obviously we're very aware that customers should have a relationship with us after that event, and helping support the customers when they're in trip as well and they're going on a holiday. So helping support them through an app. And obviously our area of focus going forward will be to integrate that further with our airline. We have our own Thomas Cook Airlines and further investing in that, but also looking at the future in terms of using that content as now the devices are richer, the content's richer, the network and the 4G and the Wi-Fi is stronger, to have richer content to allow customers to inspire themselves by looking at that content on our digital devices. I would say going further out into the future and really areas that we're starting to focus on now, if you take digital as one channel to market, the real exciting opportunity for us that we're already investing in is omni-channel. We're obviously clearly a multi-channel retailer. We have our stores, we have our call centres, we have our digital channels. And really it's critically important for us as an omni-channel retailer to make sure the customer has a consistent experience across those channels. So not only the look and feel, the UI, but also the content, but also more importantly allowing the customer to oscillate between channels. We have customers who clearly might want to do some research at home and then come in and purchase their product in the store. They might want to speak to one of our consultants in the store. Well, we need to facilitate that. We need to provide solutions which allow the customer to be recognised when they get in the store, be served quickly and efficiently, and we deliver the service they expect. And we have vehicles like My Account to allow that. Also, the flip of the reverse of that is when a customer has done some research in store but wants to go back and share the ideas with their family or their friends, we have to allow that, and we have things like My Wishlist to allow that. And there's lots of other ideas where we're working on to develop that experience and enrich the in-store experience, not just allowing the customer to oscillate between the channels, but also to have that digital experience in the store. Examples are things like virtual reality, enhanced content that we have on the screens for the consultants to share, iPads available in store. So there's a number of areas of investment that we've made already. We're continuing to make, but that I would say is looking sort of medium term, that would be where I see increasing focus of our investments. That, and obviously, as I mentioned previously, the mobile investment, as we see the growth in the mobile channel and investing in the apps around that. Innovation is extremely important, there's no question about that. I think the important thing that we always consider when we're considering innovation is it's not innovation for innovation's sake. If it's just the fact that we're all excited by a bit of technology and it's all very sexy and attractive, then I question its value and I question the investment in it. What we do here with our innovation function within the technology organisation, working with my digital division and also with the retail organisation, is really looking very clearly at the customer need. Either a very clearly articulated customer need that is not being delivered, or an anticipation of a customer need. And where I think this is valuable is that you then are able to start targeting objectives as to how you're going to achieve that. And you can then track your performance against that. So if you're going to try and test something, and we do lots of testing all the time all over our digital channels, you have to have at least something where you're aiming for. What is your objective you're trying to achieve? And then you can track against that. Are you achieving it? Are you not achieving it? And if innovation is bedded in that, meeting a customer need, meeting a business need that helps support the customer, and then you can have a target and you can track it, then I think innovation is a real vehicle for driving competitive advantage and adding value to your business. I think one top tip I would definitely take on board, apart from the growth of mobility, we're seeing an extreme growth in mobility traffic, our customers coming to our sites through the mobile devices. That's one big top tip. Keep a very close idea, and mobile first makes perfect sense. We've heard a million times. But for me, the real attractive opportunity for people to look at is around omnichannel. And it's around delivering service to the customers across all of the channels, but more importantly, not thinking just about the technology, but thinking about the organization behind that. I've seen many examples, both from a customer and from a work perspective, how you can work in direct conflict. Who owns the P&L? Who owns the customer? Competing marketing campaigns, competing pricing offers. That's unacceptable. That's not having the customer at the heart. And so organisation, you have to be very clear on how you're organised to make sure that you have the channels working together in partnership, not competing each other. And I think one of the advantages that I've seen working at Thomas Cook and through Peter Fankhauser, our CEO, is through our new operating model, he's very clear around how we are organised and what our strategic priorities are. I personally am responsible for the digital channels and digital delivery, but I also have a responsibility from an omni-channel perspective to support my colleagues in the retail network, to drive digital benefits and digital assets to the customers in the store. They are all our customers. Some of them will book and research online, some of them will book and research offline. And it's about driving that experience, that holistic experience that allows the customer to choose where they want to be served, how they want to be served, and to be recognised. And organisation, I think we've started to definitely crack that at Thomas Cook through the strategy and the roles and responsibilities we've all been given to work together, and the clear objectives and KPIs. Things like net promoter scores. I mean, obviously, if you have that as a key KPI, you care about how you serve your customers and the sort of feedback they give you. And if you don't, then quite clearly you're going to have competitors who are going to serve that. So rather than fighting with yourselves over the customer, work together, otherwise someone else will take your customer from you, and that's very clear to me.